Thank you for viewing this recording. In this presentation, we will highlight changes to the exterior repair program, which is available through the Housing and Community Development Division. We will highlight the kind of background or some history with the exterior repair program, talk about the new program guidelines, review applicant eligibility as well as property eligibility, talk about eligible improvements, highlight the process, and then share information about how to apply. The exterior repair program is a homeowner rehabilitation program that addresses improvements to single family homes located east of 72nd Street. The program is funded by the Community Development Block Grant Program, or CDBG, from the Department of Housing and Urban Development, or HUD. An estimated $616,000 in funding is available in 2025. Program is administered by the Planning Department's Housing and Community Development staff. Prior to 2025, participants received a grant up to $35,000 and a 5-year compliance lien was placed on the property. Approximately 800 pre-applications were received during the 2024 program year, and funding was available to support 12 to 15 units. With the new program guidelines, these guidelines were updated in January 2025. Some notable changes are that homeowners will now receive assistance as a 0% interest repayable loan. The program no longer offers grant assistance. The maximum loan amount per project is $50,000 and will require loan underwriting from HCD staff. Borrowers will make a minimum $50 monthly payment. In addition to monthly payments, a lien will stay on the property until the loan is paid in full. Eligible improvements now include foundation stabilization, so that's a new improvement added. Eligible applicants. We've listed several criteria required of all of our applicants going through the exterior program. First, applicants must be title holders to the property. The annual household income is 80% or less of the median family income as determined annually by HUD. The owner must occupy the home as their full-time residence. All mortgage, real estate taxes, special assessments, student loans, and child support payments are current. The applicant is not employed by the City of Omaha. This conflict of interest policy also applies to household members as well as immediate family members of owners and household members. Owners must have fire and extended coverage insurance. The owner must have a good credit rating, and the owner must be a lawful resident in the United States. Property eligibility, then. We've also highlighted several criteria that required of the property to be assisted. First, the property may contain up to 2 residential units, but at least 1 unit must be owner occupied. The property must be located east of 72nd Street. The applicant does not have any federal and/or state tax liens levied against the property. Property is not deteriorated beyond economic repair as determined by a city construction specialist. The property must have at least 1 code enforcement deficiency. The rehabilitation work must be at least $1,000. There's no litter, debris, or junk cars on the property. The maximum after rehab value must not exceed 95% of the median purchase price of existing housing in the area as provided by HUD. And completed projects must meet the city's property rehabilitation standards. Eligible improvements, then. Several improvements are listed. First being door and window, like the repair and or replacement, and in line with lead hazard control standards. Siding, we can replace vinyl siding and metal fascia and soffits. Electrical, we can replace broken exterior lighting, foundation. This includes stabilization, tuck point, and painting. Landscaping includes grading to create positive water drainage. Fencing is repair, replacement, and or removal. Porches is the repair and or replacement of porches and steps. Decks is repair, remove, and or replace wood decks. Railing, repair, remove, and or replace. Roof and gutters, repair or replace roof. Repair or replace gutters. Painting, siding, trim, and foundations. Concrete, repair and or replace driveways, sidewalks, and front or back steps, installation of active radon systems as required, and trees and vegetation trim or remove. So applicants going through our program may select from this list of eligible improvements. Process then, start with the application process. So first step is that a pre-application is announced at the start of the year. Pre-applications are received by the due date and then are electronically randomized to create a priority list. So then, based on the order in which pre-applications were randomized, HCD staff will complete initial screening to verify or confirm if the home is located east of 72nd Street, confirm the applicant is the title holder of the home, confirm the applicant is current on property taxes, and conduct a preliminary windshield assessment just to verify that the property is still eligible to receive assistance. After applicants are determined to meet the initial screening, they will advance to the full application stage, and then HCD staff will complete loan underwriting to verify eligibility and determine a maximum loan amount. Should also add that at any point in this process, if a property is determined to not meet the eligibility criteria, whether that's by the owner or the property, the application will be canceled. Process for construction then is also highlighted. So once the loan underwriting is completed, the property or the applicant is then transitioned to the construction specialist team. So at that process, the construction specialist will start by completing a property assessment with the applicants to determine that the property meets eligibility requirements. The construction specialist will then prepare a scope of work based on that assessment, and the homeowner can accept or reject that scope of work. When a homeowner accepts the scope of work, the construction specialist then initiates the bid process. And so in our process, the construction specialist guides the bidding. The applicant is not required to procure for contracts or to obtain bids from local contractors. So we utilize the city's own contractor list. And using that list, then an award is made to the lowest and best bidder. Following the bidding process, the program administrator will initiate a loan closing on the rehabilitation project contracts. We have two agreements within this program. The first is the homeowner agreement or the loan agreement, which is between the homeowner and the city. And the rehabilitation agreement is between the homeowner and the contractor. HCD staff will issue a proceed order to start construction. Then the rehabilitation is completed. The last step then is final payment is issued and the loan is referred to First National Bank of Omaha for servicing. And at that time is when the applicant or the borrower will begin making payments. So for the 2025 program, got some instructions on how you might apply for assistance this year. The pre-application was released on January 24th, 2025. Pre-applications then are due by 5 p.m. on February 24th, 2025, and can be submitted in person or by mail or also by email. Applications submitted in person or by mail can be brought to the Omaha Planning Department, 1819 Farnham Street. So we've provided the address there. By email, they can be emailed to alyssa.solachik@cityofomaha.org. And then we've also scheduled 2 community Q&A sessions. The first is at the Fabric Lab on February 3rd from 12 p.m. to 1:30 p.m. The second is at the South Omaha Public Library on February 11th from 12 p.m. to 1:30 p.m. And the purpose of both sessions is just to help answer any questions that people might have about the program or to help people fill out the application. To request a pre-application or ask questions about the program, please contact either Joyce Stevens or Alyssa Solachik. Our contact information is listed. And then more information about the exterior repair program and other homeowner programs is available on the planning department's website at https://planninghcd.cityofomaha.org/4-homeowners. And again, if there are questions about how to access any of the materials or the pre-application itself, please do contact one of the staff members listed. That concludes our presentation. Thank you for your time.